Hey everyone, and welcome back to Coffeesodes. For episode 10, we are brewing up a deep dive into Bitcoin and online communities.
Sounds interesting.
We'll be specifically exploring the old cryptocurrency subreddit. If you want to check out the research we're going to be talking about, check out the episode description.
Yeah, it's amazing to think about, the impact online communities can have these days on the financial world.
Right.
I mean, we think of Reddit as memes and cat videos,
Yeah.
but this research really dives into the connection between Reddit activity and actual Bitcoin market movements.
Yeah, this isn't just, casual chatter. Like this paper actually gets into sentiment analysis, how positive or negative the comments were,
Wow.
and topic modeling. So like what themes people were buzzing about.
Yeah, cool.
So get ready for some real insights here
Yeah, I'm excited to dive in.
into how online sentiment is connected to real-world market trends.
It's wild how much data is out there.
I know, it's crazy.
And how researchers can use it to uncover these hidden patterns. So this paper looks at Bitcoin's price between 2021 and 2022.
Okay.
Remember that roller coaster ride?
Oh, yeah.
Hit an all-time high of nearly $68,000 in November 2021.
Oh, I remember.
And then a major plunge.
Everyone was talking about Bitcoin.
Right.
Yeah, but why is the volatility so important?
Well, because this wild price fluctuation is a defining feature of crypto, and it makes understanding these markets even more crucial.
Okay.
Unlike traditional stocks, crypto is known for its extreme swings, and that unpredictability makes it even more important to analyze, these potential trends.
So that's where Reddit comes in.
Yeah, so this study found a pretty strong correlation between the number of Reddit posts and comments on the cryptocurrency and Bitcoin's price and trading volume.
Wow.
A 10% increase in positive comments on the subreddit actually correlated with a 2% rise in Bitcoin price the following day.
It's a pretty big jump.
It's a pattern there.
Yeah, there's something going on.
We have to be careful about jumping to conclusions.
Right.
Correlation doesn't equal causation. Sure.
So we can't say for sure that Reddit is driving the market.
Okay.
It's more likely a complex interplay, a feedback loop where Bitcoin's price goes up, people get excited, post about it on Reddit. That excitement fuels further price increases, leading to more posts and so on.
Oh, so like a digital echo chamber.
Exactly.
Fueled by just enthusiasm and speculation.
Yeah, and it gets even more interesting when we look at the sentiment of those comments.
Oh,
Tell me more.
so they analyzed thousands of comments from cryptocurrency, categorizing them as positive, neutral, or negative.
Okay.
And the majority of the comments, about 44%, were actually neutral.
Huh, interesting.
Yeah, maybe people were just sharing information or asking questions amidst, all the hype.
That makes sense. Cryptocurrency does have a reputation for being fairly information dense compared to some other corners of the internet.
That's true.
What about the positive and negative comments?
Well, as you might expect, the percentage of negative comments, about 19% overall, did tend to increase during market downturns.
Yeah, I can see that. Which is understandable.
People get worried when the price is crashing.
Yeah.
Maybe even a little angry.
They're looking for someone to blame.
It's natural to look for explanations when things are going south.
Yeah.
But I'm curious about the positive sentiment.
Okay.
Did they uncover anything interesting there?
This is where things get really interesting. The percentage of positive comments, about 37% overall,
Okay.
was actually a statistically significant predictor of Bitcoin's price the very next day.
Now that eye's fascinating.
Yeah, right?
It suggests that positive sentiment on Reddit might be a leading indicator of price movement, not just a reflection of current market conditions.
Wow.
Of course, we need to remember that correlation doesn't equal causation,
Right.
but it's definitely a signal worth investigating further.
Totally.
So are we saying that lots of positive buzz today could mean good things for Bitcoin tomorrow?
Potentially. But of course, you should never base your investment decisions solely on what you're seeing on Reddit.
Of course.
It's just one piece of the puzzle.
Absolutely. It's important to consider all available information and never invest more than you can afford to lose.
Right. And speaking of information, what were people actually talking about on cryptocurrency?
Yeah.
Beyond just, the general mood.
Right.
What specific themes were dominating the conversation?
Yes, the topic modeling.
Yeah.
This is where we go beyond just gauging the overall sentiment and start digging into the nuances of the discussions.
Okay.
This can give us some valuable insights into investor psychology and how the community reacts to different events.
Right. So the researchers used a technique called latent Dirichlet allocation, or LDA,
Okay.
for topic modeling. This algorithm essentially clusters words together based on how often they appear together in the same comment.
Okay.
So if words like scam, whale, and manipulation frequently pop up in the same comment, they get grouped under a topic related to market manipulation.
Okay, got it.
And using this technique, they uncovered 4 key topics
Okay.
that really reveal a lot about what was on the minds of our cryptocurrency users.
Awesome. I'm ready to hear about them.
You ready to dive into those?
Absolutely. Let's see what those Redditors were buzzing about.
Okay, so the first topic was market manipulation in big events.
Okay.
So we're talking terms like scam, dip, pump, all that stuff.
I miss headlines.
Gets people worried, excited.
Yeah, the Wild West of crypto.
Yeah.
It's not surprising that this would be a dominant theme, especially given the volatility we were talking about.
Right, exactly. And remember how we talked about that spike in negative sentiment during market dips?
Huh?
Well, this is when that topic exploded.
Oh, wow.
When people are feeling uncertain, they start looking for explanations. And, sometimes those explanations are a little out there.
Conspiracy theories.
Yeah, blaming whales for manipulating the market.
It's a classic example of how fear and uncertainty can drive people to seek, simple explanations, even if they're not necessarily accurate.
Yeah.
Critical thinking is key.
Absolutely, especially in crypto.
Especially when it comes to crypto.
All right, so topic number 2. This was all about the big players. Bitcoin, Dogecoin, banks, governments.
Okay.
So it seems like people on Air Cryptocurrency were really trying to figure out how these powerful entities were influencing the crypto space.
That's a really interesting point. This is where we see the intersection of traditional finance and the decentralized world of crypto.
Yeah.
The fact that, bank and govern were such prominent terms suggests that people were really grappling with the implications of, government regulation and increased institutional adoption of crypto.
Right.
It's a sign that crypto is moving further into the mainstream.
Totally. And, it wasn't all serious business.
Okay.
The term Doge was in there, so...
Some meme culture.
Yeah, meme culture is still alive and well.
A little humor is always welcome.
Absolutely, especially in crypto.
Okay, what about topic 3?
This one was all about investment strategies and risk awareness. So think HODL, risk long,
All the lingo.
Yeah, all the things you need to think about when you're trying to navigate this world.
Ah, yes, the eternal debate to hodl or not to hodl. It's so fascinating to see that alongside discussions about, long-term investment strategies, risk awareness was also a major theme.
Makes sense.
It suggests that people on cryptocurrency were trying to find that balance,
Right.
between big rewards and the inherent risks of investing in crypto.
And what's encouraging? They weren't afraid to be critical.
Oh, yeah.
Like shitcoin was actually one of the top terms
Wow.
in this topic, which tells me that, people weren't just blindly buying into anything.
Right.
They were doing their research and trying to separate, the good from the bad.
It's great to hear. Critical thinking and due diligence are essential,
Right.
especially when it comes to your money.
Absolutely. All right, last but not least, topic number 4.
Okay, hit me.
This one was all about Ethereum exchanges, NFTs, and security.
Okay.
We saw terms like Ethereum, NFTs, gas, smart contract, DeFi.
This makes perfect sense considering, the growing importance of Ethereum in the world of decentralized finance and NFTs.
Yep.
It's clear that the cryptocurrency community is looking beyond just Bitcoin and exploring the vast potential of blockchain technology.
For sure. And the prominence of terms like exchange fee and security suggests that people were also concerned with the practical side of things,
Yeah, makes sense.
like trading, managing their crypto, and keeping their assets safe.
It's a reminder that even in a decentralized world, security and user experience are still paramount.
Yeah, for sure. We also saw terms like Coinbase and Binance.
Specific platforms.
Yeah, which indicates that people were specifically discussing those platforms.
Interesting. And, even amidst all the tech talk,
Yeah.
those dreams of hitting it big were still alive and well.
Mm.
Moon was a pretty frequent term,
Right.
which tells me people were still hoping for those massive price gains.
Always. So we've got, 4 distinct topics covering everything from market manipulation,
Yeah.
investment strategies, to the nuts and bolts of crypto trading.
What does all of this tell us about the cryptocurrency community?
I think it paints a picture of a community that is both passionate and informed.
Yeah.
They're engaged in deep discussions about the market. They're aware of the risks.
Yeah.
And they're really trying to make sense of this rapidly evolving landscape.
I like that.
It's not just a bunch of people yelling to the moon,
Right.
So we talked about Bitcoin's wild ride,
Yeah.
the surprising connection to Reddit activity.
Uh-huh.
We saw the power of sentiment
Sentiment is fascinating.
and all those fascinating topics that were trending on cryptocurrency. But what does it all mean?
Yeah, that's the big question. What can we actually take away from all this?
Yeah, like how can we apply this knowledge?
mean,
What?
I think the first takeaway is that we shouldn't underestimate the power of online communities.
Okay.
They're not just echo chambers or sources of like unreliable information.
Okay.
Reddit in particular can actually reflect and maybe even influence, real market trends.
So we shouldn't just dismiss it as noise.
Exactly. It's a signal, a valuable source of information. And paying attention to that signal, especially when it comes to positive sentiment, could offer clues about future price movements.
Okay, so it's worth keeping an eye on. But how can we do that effectively?
Well, you can start by following relevant subreddits like cryptocurrency and paying attention to the overall tone of the conversations. Are people generally optimistic, or are they expressing a lot of fear and uncertainty?
So looking beyond the individual comments and getting a feel for the overall vibe.
Precisely.
Yeah.
But remember, sentiment analysis is just one piece of the puzzle.
Right.
You should never base your investment decisions solely on what you're seeing on social media. Always do your own research, understand the risks, and never invest more than you can afford to lose.
Wise words. So sentiment is interesting, but what of the topic modeling?
Right.
What can we learn from the themes people were discussing?
Well, the topics themselves can reveal a lot about the hopes, fears, and overall understanding of the crypto market.
Okay.
For example, the fact that concerns about scams and manipulations spiked during those price dips tells us that investor psychology is heavily influenced by market events.
So when the market is down, people tend to get more suspicious.
It's a natural human reaction, but it also highlights the importance of critical thinking and being able to separate fact from fiction, especially in a space like crypto where there's a lot of misinformation floating around.
And what about the fact that people were talking about Ethereum NFTs and security?
Right.
Does that tell us anything about the direction of the crypto space?
It suggests that the community is looking beyond just Bitcoin and exploring the broader applications of blockchain technology.
Okay.
There's a real sense of innovation and a desire to understand how this technology could reshape the financial world.
It sounds like there's a lot more to cryptocurrency than meets the eye.
I think so.
It's not just about price speculation. It's a place where people are learning, sharing ideas, and trying to build the future of finance.
That's a great way to put it. And it brings me to a final thought-provoking question. If online communities have this much influence on Bitcoin, what about other assets? Is it possible that the future of finance is being shaped right now in online forums?
That's a great question. Something to think about for sure.
Yeah.
Well, that's all the time we have for today's deep dive into Bitcoin and Reddit.
It was fun.
We hope you learned something new and gained some valuable insights.
Thanks for having me.
And remember to check out the episode description for links to the research and other resources. We'd love to hear your thoughts, so feel free to share your comments and questions below. Until next time, happy investing.